where a person uses power and control to manipulate and take advantage of loved ones and others. I think that's basically what it said. So that was the definition of abuse that I used in that situation. So we went from the definition of abuse to number 1 through 7, what I've written down in the commentary on each for the day. And he got really annoyed and just about fed up and done with it before it was finished. We almost hit a brick wall and just didn't get anywhere yesterday. But at the last moment, he looked at me and he said, "Oh my God, I put my family before you." And I said, "Yes. Yes, you did. Yes." And both of us got tears in our eyes. I took his hand across the kitchen table.
How you doing? I'm doing good. Finding lots of things back there to keep myself busy, so.
Finally.
I think we're gonna have one more after this.
That's the
You
break.
got it. Sounds good. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye
I
out.
don't know how many times
You're welcome.
I said that to him. I don't know how many times. Hundreds, maybe. Especially, not just his whole family, but that sister that was actually living with us and leeching off us, and using us, abusing us. I told him, and he did not support me. But in this moment, he was supportive. It seemed like he heard me the first time. I got up and I hugged him because I was done too. It was 3 hours. And he said, "I'm really sorry." And I said, "I'm sorry too." Because like I said before, if it wasn't him, it would have been somebody else. Without me doing this emotional inner child work and healing, I was going to allow somebody else to take advantage of me emotionally. I was going to be boundaryless with anyone else. And just totally unable to stand up for myself, protect myself, to assert myself in this world, in a marriage, in a friendship, in a work relationship. Probably in online relationships, anywhere. But thankfully, so far, now I've come this far. I do have these boundaries. I do have these stipulations. I do have these things that I will not tolerate anymore. Most of them are underlined by money. That's the obstacle. He wants to save as much as he possibly can. For some fearful reason that I'm still trying to discover. He told me that he has something inside his brain that says that just doesn't allow him to register what it is I'm talking about when I discuss emotional dysregulation or emotional healing or emotional difficulties. I asked him if I showed you a bunch of pictures, a flower, a child, a puppy, a person hanging from a rope, what would you feel with each one? All the same? And he said it's hard to say. When he was 10 years old and he lived in Egypt during the Six-Day War in 1967, he left the house to buy bread, and there was, after the 12 days the 7 days, they were crouched in the basement, him and 11 brothers and sisters and his